What's up? What's going on? I'm Magnus, as usual, and today I just felt like playing Mortal Kombat Legacy. Just setting up my streaming quality things here to make sure I'm live, because it's been a while since I've streamed. How are you guys doing on this Saturday night? I know I brought this up like sporadically, but I just felt like, you know what? I could do a little bit of gameplay with Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and I showed in the thumbnail that I've entered Mortal Kombat tournaments and I've actually won first place. I did a video a couple of years ago, and if I update this live stream, I'll make sure to put that link on me giving advice on fighting games in general, and then me going on the Genesis version of Mortal Kombat and kicking some butt. Now, I did a video a couple of days ago that I uploaded on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Did I or did Game Sales Guy do it? It was fun to actually play the game, and I've been watching the documentary, playing a little bit of the games, each one, and remembering how incredibly cheesy the computer can be, but excited to play people online. Now, this game has been rumored or kind of talked about and then actually played that when you play online, it's very limited. You only have like online setup, that's it. Now, they're going to update it later, but that's neither here nor there. Now, when it comes to fighting games, I am not like the best or like a hardcore fighting game person, but I am loyal to fighting games from the early 90s, specifically Street Fighter collections and Mortal Kombat. Not the best, but I could play for hours and never get bored. In fact, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, I still play online to this day. And one of the things that when you play online that's actually pretty common that turns off a lot of people is the fact that it's unfortunate when it comes to you're fighting online and then you find out that like the only people that are online are the people that actually play hardcore. They're on every day and like kicking butt and like really doing like all the moves that they've practiced for so long. And then when you start to play, you're like, ugh, this is not even fun. This is just kind of like, I'm bored playing what I am playing. Now, I am a fan of like Mortal Kombat and whatever, but I get that way even with the computer, playing with the computer. So I tend to play Street Fighter more because the computer just reads all of your moves and then counters everything until you learn like basic patterns to beat the pre-programmed AI that the games have. But when it comes to this Legacy Collection and playing people online or playing versus mode, I do believe that playing Mortal Kombat online or playing with someone face to face and you don't have those AI issues is a lot more fun than actually playing the games themselves. So without further ado, I'm gonna just play, have some fun, talk to you guys, and go from there. Now, I can set goals to this chat and whatever, but like I wanted to do like super chat goals or something like that to help celebrate, but it's not letting me like program super chats. So don't worry about it, not necessary, but any comments that I see would definitely be appreciated on this live stream as well. So here we go. I'm just gonna go at it and play. And of course, anyone watching me that wants to hear some Shenmue commentary, that I appreciate as well. Shenmue 4's fighting gameplay, I'd say, is going to be hopefully really next level and take us back to the classics. That's what I'm hoping. Yes, because I believe Shenmue 4 is already happening. It's inevitable. And Shenmue 3's fighting was fun for me, but not fun for most. And then Shenmue 1 and 2, unmatched. Anyway, let's go to quick match and let's have fun with this gameplay kind of set back. I'm still in a new setup here, just trying to figure out how the things go. Now, the one thing that I love about playing this, and maybe there could be a little bit more when they actually upgrade the online features, is that you could play any version of Mortal Kombat online with somebody. This is something that the Street Fighter collection didn't do. And that's a shame. So I'm going to start off with the original Mortal Kombat arcade version to see if I find matches. And normally, when you're looking for a match, and please, guys, let me know if you can't hear me or if you have it, if I'm having audio issues or anything like that. Because I wouldn't know. I haven't tested that, but I think it should be pretty good. I'm going to increase the volume a little bit on the Mortal Kombat gameplay so that you can hear that. Again, audio issues or glitches, let me know. But when it comes to like online setting up matches, when it comes to this game, it takes forever just to start. And we may be here a while, which allows me room to talk a little bit. But I played a couple days ago, and I can honestly tell you that it was like an experience. It was actually kind of fun because it took maybe a couple minutes to actually find an online match, but when I did, I was playing like the original Mortal Kombat, and the gameplay, I don't know how familiar you guys would be with the gameplay of Mortal Kombat. It was very basic. Everyone has the same basic moves. The differences come when it comes to the special moves and the finishers. But the gameplay is so basic that everyone can do the same thing, and combos are like really non-existent in the first Mortal Kombat. So it really comes with timing, skill, luck, and reading your opponent. And that's one of the most important things when it comes to fighting. Like, really engaging with who you're fighting and like seeing what they're going to do or learning what their patterns are and then outsmarting them in their patterns. And that's what the original Mortal Kombat allowed you to do, because it really wasn't something that you can apply your own fighting style and then just beat everybody with. You had to kind of adapt because everyone had really the same fighting. And one thing, especially when Mortal Kombat came out originally, a lot of people don't talk about this, and it was pretty common. Everybody wanted to do an uppercut. Everybody wanted to get that pow. Street Fighter was well known for, if you want a big damage and you don't know combos, just grab the guy and throw him. Mortal Kombat, it was the uppercut. It was better than like a throw, because a throw worked kind of differently. But it still was there. But if you wanted major damage and major like oomph, you wanted to do it with an uppercut. So with that being said, what do you have to do to get to it, to do that uppercut? Well, you have to be close to your opponent. You're going to be close to your opponent to really hit them good. It kind of leaves you open, so you have to get timing right, you have to get everything right. And what a lot of people would do back in the day, and what I mean by back in the day, we're talking 30 plus years ago when Mortal Kombat came out, a lot of people would just kind of duck, because that's the position you start an uppercut from. And then kind of see who's going to do it first. So both guys are ducking. So the only thing they're going to do, since no one's standing up, is not even a sweep, because you're pressing down. You just do a quick little leg kick. And it's like kind of like the back and forth leg kick for a little while to kind of weaken your opponent, to see if he'll move. And then the moment he like stands up, boom, you hit him with an uppercut. But in many cases, it would just be two guys kicking each other and playing leg sweep until somebody finally just falls over and gets their doom. So that was fun. But after I learned that was a thing a lot of people would frequent, just kind of like just kicking each other like little kids, I realized that a lot of people are going to lean towards that, and then I learned to counter that. So as they're doing these like kicks or whatever, I would sweep them, or I would just jump kick them and like not stay there in one place, because if you're just constantly chasing an uppercut, then you're going to be prey to a lot of issues, and I was not going to fall for that. So man, it takes a while to find these matches. Maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose another game, because the original Mortal Kombat was not working out for me. So let's try something else. Now, what's sad too is that there's such a large library of games, and this is kind of something that they shouldn't have launched with. They should have at least let you do like a quick match with all versions, or select your versions that you wanted to play. That way, if you want to play just the arcade ones. You can select all 4 arcade machines that they have in this Legacy Collection, and then see what quick match you'll get. Here you just have one arcade, and then that's it. Let me try Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, see if I find any matches there, because it takes a while. And I don't know what most people like playing. It seems that this worked a lot faster. Let's go. Now I tend to like kind of glare at the screen like, ooh, something's gonna happen. Alright, we're gonna fight at the temple. I'm not great at this game, but we'll see. Connection or at least moving the keys seems pretty good. And I'm excited. Let's see if he enters a code. No. Oh man, he seems to be pretty good. This game is hard. Dang. See what I mean? These arcade players are really good. He knows what he's doing. Darn. Wow, he destroyed me. And he didn't get a fatality. I would fight him again. But this isn't my kind of game. It's not. But what I'm gonna learn from that fight of an ass whooping is that he sets up waiting for you to fall for his freeze, and he doesn't fall for my constant he doesn't fall for my constant like uppercuts out of nowhere. So oh man, that was a good freeze. So notice how I changed up my gameplay. I'm not doing the same thing I was before. He is though, because it could depend on those combos. Oh man. Unfortunately, he still got me beat because he's pretty fast, and he knows he's probably played longer than I have. Again, not my game. My goodness. I gave up at this point. He's a blocking master. And he still didn't get a fatality. I'm gonna switch out of this game just because I lost. And I know that I'm not the best guy here. Jeez. Got my butt handed to me. Let's try to see if anyone plays the classic Genesis version in fighting matches. Now, I would think that the arcade versions are a little bit more popular, but this tournament that I won when I got the first place trophy for playing Mortal Kombat, it wasn't an arcade that I was playing. This was from the Too Many Games conference. It was actually from the Genesis version that we were playing. And I had the classic, not 6-button controller, but 3-button controller, where you would have to press forward and A, because it had A, B, and C, that's it. Forward and A to do high punch, and then just A is low punch, B is low kick, C is high kick. And the controllers that I was using, at least the second player controller when I was playing this like long tournament, one of the buttons was actually not working. So whoever was using that was in a handicap, and in many cases I was using it, but I still found a way to just kind of work with what you got. We'll give this a couple another like 20 seconds or so, and then when I'm pretty much done talking, I'm going to exit out of here. It doesn't seem that a lot of people are going to be playing the console versions. Again, this is a shame, because this is why lobbies are so important, because quick matches for specific games is too niche, right? my niche in nostalgia is with the Genesis versions. Back when Mortal Kombat was out, Mortal Kombat in itself was a game that was released to really cater to its own console demographic. So the Genesis version of Mortal Kombat had blood with a code. Super Nintendo was a little bit more like, we want to be careful because this is more of a kid system, so they kind of remove blood. And then that showed that the Sega Genesis outsold the Super Nintendo version 3-1. So back in that day, I played the Sega Genesis version, obviously a lot more and a lot more passionately, but it left a lot of people with you know, just kind of like sour taste for Super Nintendo when it comes to Mortal Kombat. Yet when you play Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 2 had probably better gameplay, not really sure, but better blood. Let's just say better sound effects, better graphics. You had the whole shebang bang off of that. And sorry, I'm actually distracted here because I wasn't seeing my chats come up on my live stream here, so I had to pull this up. Oregon Pacifist, welcome to the chat. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is where I kind of stopped playing MK. It just didn't click with me. I kind of agree too, because I didn't feel like it was something that I related to. After, like, Mortal Kombat 4 just seemed a little bit alien to me, and Mortal Kombat, like, sorry, I'm actually kind of responding to another chat here, but Mortal Kombat 5 and on was a little bit, you know, distant. I will say that I didn't get back into the franchise until Mortal Kombat 9. In Mortal Kombat 9, where they actually kind of rebooted the franchise there, that was an incredible experience for me. I thought that was it was nice on how they did in Mortal Kombat 9 gameplay with fighting a tournament, but it told a story between each fight, so you were able to experience Mortal Kombat as if it was like an adventure game, and that in itself was actually one of the best things that it can offer. I'm trying to get my chat to come back up, but I'm not seeing it. Sorry, it's like I'm having technical difficulties, but that's what happens when you do live. But I did enjoy playing it with like, okay, let's close this up. Sorry, I did enjoy playing it with experiencing the story all over again, which is kind of cool. So it looks like I'm not going to get a match off of the original Genesis hardware, but let's try Mortal Kombat 2. That's relatively popular. You have Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 and Mortal Kombat 2 as being some of the favorites. I do like the original, but Mortal Kombat 2 is probably the most Mortal Kombat I've ever played when it comes to all the different versions. Mortal Kombat 2 just had it just had, like, first of all, I had the cartridge, right? I didn't really own the first Mortal Kombat cartridge for ages, but Mortal Kombat 2, ooh, I'm about to play. Mortal Kombat 2 was just like my sauce because I had the cartridge for Genesis and I really enjoyed it. Shang Tsung is my default, and only because I could turn into different characters and really confuse who I'm fighting, which I appreciate. See, I'll be Sub-Zero and then I'll turn into somebody. Baraka next. Oh man, he got me. Boom, I did multiple fireballs, I got him. Alright, this is an exciting match. He's not bad at all, actually. He's got me cornered. I was trying to turn into Reptile. Now I'm not all quiet because I'm like, oh, it's a real good match. Oh, he got me. Oh, he got me. Finish me! No one's finished me yet online. That's the thing. It's like you have such limited time in the arcade to be able to actually finish your opponent. I'm still gonna be Shang Tsung because he can really confuse opponents in this game, which I appreciate. Ugh, the block buttons in this I'm trying to get used to. Ugh. I got him once. Ugh. Tough. You know what it is? It's like morphing into someone else. And then having to morph back, kind of like, because you only got a limited time with whoever you're using. Alright, I'm gonna actually use somebody next time. I actually tried that finisher. I need lessons. Oregon, you can't do private online matches. It's all quick play right now. They're going to actually expand it a lot where you will be able to. But as of right now, you can't. You're limited to just quick play, pick the game you want to play, and then just go. Alright. See, I'm not good with Raiden. I'm okay with Raiden. I just went a little crazy. So with Raiden, I do love like teleporting. It's a little like confusing because an opponent wants to trap you and you just keep teleporting, but it's okay. And like again, I like this because I'm losing because I'm having trouble losing, and you know, but like we're doing the same thing, but like some specials are different. But as far as gameplay, I do think it's skills based that we're playing, you know. Again, I was just messing around with Sub-Zero. He's not one of my favorites because Sub-Zero is not as quick as I'd like him to be, you know. The only thing is he can trap you, right? So like that, like boom. Boom. See it, like he's just falling for my setups, right? Boom. I beat him. But it's just like setups, but it's like he's not an aggressor, he's more of a defensive guy. right? So look, I'll do a fatality. He's one of the like limited fatalities that I actually do know off of this game. They'll have lobbies and private matches too. But they're gonna actually have rooms where you can actually pick the games that you want to play and then just kind of shoot from there. So it's like your own arcade room where you have like just your favorite games and then you could just kind of search for those, which is pretty good. I think I'll switch it up too. Maybe I'll be Baraka. I'm not great with Baraka, but again, I know most of these characters because I was all about them. Get over here. I like the way he plays though. This guy's not bad. Oh, but he messed up there. They both blocked his start. Like, I don't want you to face me. Nice. Nice! I actually do like that victory. He, like, unexpectedly flipped me. He got me. I left myself vulnerable. Ugh. Ah, my fatality didn't work. I didn't expect to beat him either, but like you can see that anyone can win in these games. I won 3 times in a row, but anyone can win. It's really dependent on like your luck and skill when it comes to like reading an opponent. I'm probably gonna give up this match because I want to just like kind of play around a little bit. So I'll be Liu Kang. I don't know Liu Kang's fatality, so I'm just gonna like uppercut him, whatever. Ooh, I would be irritating as hell because Liu Kang's a bit of an irritating punk. Liu Kang is really irritating because he's one of the. What I heard is that when you play with Liu Kang, he was designed to be one of the easiest pick up and play guys in the entire game. He got me. I was doing too much of the same thing, and then he beat me. After this, I'll probably do like one more match, and then I'll call it a day, because I don't want to be on these streams too long. But oh, nice. He's really got the. He's really got the damn, I finished him off pretty harshly. He's really got the moves set up. So just after a couple of games, because I didn't want to bore you too much with all of that, that was pretty fun. Thanks for the compliments, Oregon. Like, I miss catching up with you guys, and again, I'm trying to do more of this stuff too. This game is fun, even though it's got more updates to come. Should they have released it with just a basic thing? No, I guess they might have had some goals that they needed from a sales perspective to, you know, meet, you know, some deadlines or whatever. But the way it is now, it's a little frustrating to go online, but online is the more fun way to play. And the documentary is pretty good. Sure, you could look it up on YouTube, but the way that they have it broke up with the extra features that they have, like, I'll show you that real quick. So if I go to offline, actually, no, not gameplay. If I go to the crypt, right, and documentary, the way they break out the documentary in like different portions of it, and it tells you the percentages that you've watched, and then you could kind of consume stories. You could actually go to extra features, like no one had the guts until now, like digitized advertisements, and it really breaks down really the history of Mortal Kombat. The way this stuff is broken out, and the fact that they included like clips, like for example here you have some Street Fighter stuff, that's pretty cool. Like I'll show you a bigger version of it. Like this stuff is like pretty cool. Like they mentioned Street Fighter and how Street Fighter was the inspiration, and I love that fact that in this documentary you get to see a lot of cool things, but you also,
one of the really cool things about
like you could see here and like classic clips, but Ed Boon and John Tobias, from what I heard, and I may be wrong about this, but they had a falling out, you know, after a few Mortal Kombat games, and he left, and Ed Boon has basically been with the project ever since, and till now, to this day, Ed Boon is still involved with Mortal Kombat. It's really like kind of cool that you have them coming back together and really talking positively about the influences that they had on each other. They kind of skirted around that, yeah, they had a few arguments and everything like that, but they came together to do this whole documentary for this release, and it really shows that they did collaborate together, even though they had some minor issues, from what I believe, and created something epic. And that's kind of where I fall in this. Like, I do love seeing that type of stuff. But all in all, like, the games themselves, they give you a lot of games, but really where it's at is the online stuff. Even as a classic gamer, like, I would play Mortal Kombat with people next to me in the arcade machine, and they'd beat me or I'd beat them. But the computer itself is so, like, robotic, and it reads your moves that it's not as fun. I just had a blast playing with that guy, and noticed that he was beating me the first few times, and then I started to pick up on his moves and his gameplay, and even though he was picking up different characters, because most of them do the same thing, I was able to kind of like, all right, I'm going to pick anybody and still win, because a lot of the basics are the same. Anyway, thanks for catching up with me. This was fun. This game is actually fun, but it's going to get better. Just like Mortal Kombat, just like, not Mortal Kombat, Metal Gear Solid Delta, when it gets its online features, is going to be fun. This is going to be fun too. Unless Mortal Kombat Delta's features have already come out. I don't think they have, but it is what it is. Online does make things different, even though I'm an old school type of gamer. So what do you guys think? Thank you for joining me on this video. And as always, you can make my day if you subscribe today. This is Magnus, and I'm out. Shenmue 4 will come out. Mark my words. I always have to give respect to the series and the community that helped me have this platform and feel inspired to create more videos about different games, but refer back to what gave me my inspiration to be here today. Never forget where you came from. Thank you. Hit that like. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.